Alright, just throw him off the edge. It's alright. Wait. It actually works? You can actually... So recently, I discovered a bug, so to say. I mean, not so to say, it is a bug in Maisara Caverns. And at first, I was kind of hyped about it and wanted to share it and demonstrate how to skip a pack in a way. If you look at this VOD from my Twitch live stream, this all happened live on twitch.tv/Varion. If you take a look at this footage, you will see that I first ring these mobs to kick some casts, and then my shaman proceeds to use his Thunderstrike ability, or I think it's called Thunderstrike, right? The AoE knockback ability. And as you can see, one of these bats gets blasted off the map, or blasted off the bridge. Now, I thought, as it's a flying entity, it will just start flying back, but that never happens. It gets closer to me for a little bit, and then stands completely still. If you keep looking, you will see that eventually this mob won't be moving anymore, and it just gets thrown into the abyss, all the way down to, I don't know, Narnia, way below the map. And at first, I was kind of hyped, because we killed a bat, we got free count, and basically skipped a few mobs. Whether or not that's really abusing the game mechanics or bug abusing is questionable, but anyway, this won't be any useful for you whatsoever. If anything, it will hurt your count and maybe even break your key. Why would it break your key? I mean, you get free count, right? Well, no. As you might know, mobs don't really take fall damage. And if they did, I am sure a bat that can basically fly wouldn't take fall damage, right? And that also happens to this guy. He gets, like, pulled into the abyss way down below the map. Probably also gets thrown way beneath the floor of the map's design. So this mob never dies. This mob is constantly falling, probably stopping somewhere, but it is never dying, which means we never get the count for this mob. And I've also gone frame by frame in this clip to really check if you get the count or not. And you can pretty much, I can pretty much confirm that you don't get any count whatsoever. So as you can see, this mob dies roughly around the same time as this mob starts falling down. And these tormented shades will give you around 8 count, I believe. 7 to 8 count. And as you can see, we jumped from 46 to 39, which is this mob's death. And you can also see the Gloomwing's health bar right here. So he is still not dead. And then these guys give 5 count each. And if you look closely, this mob dies, which is really pixelated right now. Anyways, and we jump from 39 to 34. And if we continue the clip, you will see this bat simply never dies. I really checked this multiple times, but I cannot see the moment where the mob officially dies. So I'm pretty sure the mob just keeps on falling and falling and falling. Probably eventually getting rendered out of the game because it's too far away from the player and the map, I would imagine. As I said, not a viable threat. It is probably more hurtful to your account than helpful. So if you want to use it, also be careful. Could be used against you as bug abusing. I do not recommend using this, but I just wanted to raise awareness to it. And I mean, for my route, it's completely fine. I did a route guide on Maisara Caverns, really easy pug route. So check it out on my YouTube channel if you want to. I am a little bit overcount. I'm 101%. So not getting this one bat is completely fine. You won't be missing any count if you do my route. But some routes rely on having this add, which could get really tricky at the end if you don't get that one count. As some routes go for the clean 100% no overcount mob counts. And if you miss this mob, you are missing, I think it's around 0.8%, I think. And it can get really tricky. So this video is pretty much not a guide on how to do it, but rather a guide on how to avoid it. This was the first time I've seen this. This was also the first time I've pulled this off. And I've never seen it on somebody else's stream or someone else do it in general. So this is pretty rare and hard to achieve, I think. But if you manage to throw the mobs, the mobs on these railings and they stick there until another knockback comes in, like the Storm Strike or Thunder Strike from the Shamans, they will get thrown off the bridge. I think this mob has stood there for a while because it can fly, and I'm pretty sure the other mobs, these little skeleton guys that can't fly, would just drop off the map instantly. If you want to avoid this from happening, I would recommend you to optimally not knock them back into the railings. And if they are already on the railings, maybe as a tank, just pull them back a bit so they come down from that railing and don't fall off. Because as I said, you won't get any count. This isn't helpful whatsoever. I could see some people using this to skip ads if they are already overcount, or like my route. It's not really that detrimental to lose 1 or 2 mobs, but this could also go sideways really quick. If 3 or 4 mobs get thrown off at the same time, you will lose like 3 to 4%. So it would be really sad if you brick the key because you did this, or this happened to you by accident. So this video is only here to raise awareness for it. Don't forget to follow me on twitch.tv/Ryan. And if I'm not live right now, you can check out my Discord or go below into my Twitch descriptions where you will see when my next stream will be coming up. So see you there, or see you in the next one. Bye bye.